Hello everybody, Salty Sweet Ren, and welcome back to Fate in Your Paws, where we've had a day or two of a time skip happen in the series since the last episode, and a lot has happened. By now, some of you may know that Coast Tail is currently expecting kits as of me recording right now. I'll come back to you in a moment, but first let me show you some of what's happened behind the scenes, because it's been a lot. Alright. Trying for kits again, just until we know for sure whether Coast Tail is actually expecting kits or not. And who knows? Okay, so behind the scenes, because I'm playing for the time skip, I've been rolling events. And the most recent event is that Wolfstar offers Sandwich a place in the clan, and they accept. And I apologize for the rain cutting in and out, because I'm clicking out of Sims and back into Sims so I can like look at the actual little thing, because I can't see it on OBS. But that means I'm gonna have you wake up, Wolfstar, once you're done playing chase with Coast Tail. I'm gonna have you also wait until Sandwich is awake, though. I'm gonna have you offer Sandwich that place. So Sandwich is gonna join, and I know that Sandwich's warrior name is supposed to be Sandwish, so I will also go ahead and change his name to that. And he is a Patreon cat submitted by the Horror Hive. And we'll go ahead and add additional information when at a later time. Because he was submitted before I had the whole little spiel of like what is their goal, what is something that they enjoy, what is something that they fear. Sandwich predates that. Hey, you're gonna be a cat in both this series and my Cult of the Lamb Warriors challenge, so that'll be fun. Oh, don't wander off. You weren't about to go and eat or something, were you? I have no idea. It's very dark against this ground at this time, but I can see you. On my end, you're showing up better in OBS. Don't know if that's actually how it's gonna appear for you guys, or if that's just my laptop screen being different from my larger monitor. But Sandwich, or Sandwish, is now going to be a member of Ruin Clan. So I just got the notification for Coast Tail. Looks like Coast Tail's pregnant. Prepare for kittens. So we have some time to prepare for that. Okay. So there's a raccoon on the territory. You're currently hunting, but you do also want to hiss at the raccoon. I think I'm gonna go ahead and let you do that. Go ahead and hiss at the raccoon. Your eyes are closed. There we go. Can I get like a... There we go. And did not respond. You know, you only got a scratch from the wolf, and it's already healed. I'm gonna go ahead and say chase off lot. See how that works. Oh, and you want to go to sleep? Okay, your energy is not super low, but low enough. I'll let it pass. Bye, raccoon. Okay, I noticed another cat. Or not another cat, another raccoon here. Immediately, Asterflow is right here. You want to hiss at the raccoon? I say go for it. And after that, you can chase or fight it. I say hiss at this raccoon. Stop. Okay. If we can't chase it off a lot, we're gonna have to fight it first. If we can't chase it off a lot, we have to fight it. You launched yourself right in there too. I was gonna try and like pause and get a screenshot. No. You're gonna win, right? Tell me you're gonna win, Asterflow. Aw, come on. Well, how badly are you hurt? And who's gonna take on this raccoon instead? And Coast Tail. While you're expecting kits, I am going to mark that you have a complication. But it's not like you need 3 marks before it becomes a difficult pregnancy, so. Anyways, Asterflow, how badly hurt are you? Oh, grave wound. That's just brilliant. Okay, I'll take care of that in a moment. Who else is nearby? I think that would wake up Sundance, who is recovered from before. And will probably immediately just try and chase the raccoon. We can't chase it off the lot, we can only chase it. Kind of trying to do a few different things at once. Sundance won, okay. Now, Skunk Stripe, let's go ahead. We're gonna open this. And let's see, we have plenty of snake skins and plenty of maple leaves. We've also got a single red toadstool, interesting. I think that should be okay. We also have a couple of spiders. A couple of plasma bugs. Anyways, I'm gonna have you walk over here. You can't really talk to Asterflow while they're in bed. But I am gonna say, because it's a grave wound, that does mean we have to do... let's actually use a spider and a snake skin, maybe? It is a grave wound, but I think we can get away with using less snake skin by using the spider. Maybe we can just do... We can just probably do 1. And then the maple leaves, we're gonna use 5. We're gonna preserve our plasma bugs for if something is fatal, which actually... if I hit wound outcomes, cat is injured on their face, the injury does not reach their eye. Okay. So it would not have been fatal. Okay. But if you have anything... Ah! You know what? Perfect. We can go ahead, pass over any of the healing items you've got. And I'll give you your injuries in a moment. And Sundance has a minor wound. Which I'm gonna send this raccoon away really quick. Basic, go home to the raccoon. Okay. Asterflow kind of just immediately turned red. I'm gonna have you cancel... You need to let Asterflow go. Asterflow immediately turned red, is super hungry. That's gonna be a DC of 15 to try and beat. Using the Matt Mercer die again. Please give me good luck. 9. Okay. That means the wound is currently infected, meaning that we have to... Like, we have to use a plasma bug, or you're gonna die within... Like... I need you... Who's hissing? We're going to change bandages as well. I'm gonna go ahead and use the spider. We're gonna change the dressing. Use one of the plasma bugs. We're gonna use the spider, but we have to change the dressings again, meaning that we have to do 3 snake skins once again. The plasma bug does mean we can reduce the number of maple leaves, so we're gonna use 3 maple leaves. So 1, 2, 3. But this does go through our supplies. We can get a bunch of maple leaves, we can get a bunch of snake skins, but when our cats are getting into fights this frequently, we're gonna be going through it a ton. Oh my god. Asterflow. You're orange now. How did this happen? You've been sleeping. You were yellow, and you've been sleeping, and now you're orange. Is it because you're getting hungry again? Okay. But orange, I said DC was... I said that the DC was 12. This time, because we've already treated for infection, this time the risk is not infection. The risk is death. Like, and it's a DC of 12, so Asterflow, I am begging you. I'm using my... Is this my Scanlan die? Yeah, I see the music notes. Using the Scanlan die. Scanlan, come on. Don't screw me now. 7. Are you... Oh, I am so sorry. Everybody wants to give you attention. Don't know where Shelldapple is. Oh, Shelldapple is on their way. Okay. How long is the groom gonna last if you've got a whole bunch of cats lined up to try and groom you? I don't think they're all gonna be able to get to you because I think it's very close to time. I know pregnancies apparently last 48 hours. I could change that, but that would require me to cancel all pregnancies in the world first. And that's not a risk I want to take. Also, you may notice that there are... Oh, it's happening! I was gonna point out that there are some new toys around. There's some new toys around. I'll point that out in a moment. Have those ready for the kits? Where are you gonna give birth? Right here, or...? Okay, apparently you don't like this spot. I saw you do the little head shake. Pinecone, I need you to move out of the way, sweetie. Pinecone. Let's have you move out of the way. And I'm gonna see where you choose to have your kits. Right here? Okay. I have my water bottle in my hand for some reason. I've just been playing with one hand. Let me come and see... Oh, you look so freaked out, sweetie. Oh my goodness. Let's see the babies. Oh, sweetie. You're... Oh, goodness. You're okay. Oh, did Shelldapple teleport? I swear you were out in the world somewhere. Didn't I just check on you? Oh my goodness! 2 babies! So this is what they look like first. I'm going to go ahead and edit them. I see you have a scar from your dad. I'm going to edit them, and then I'm going to come back, and we're going to see what their names are. All right, everybody. It's been a couple days since in the real world, it's been a couple days since these kits were born, and I would like to introduce you to the newest members of Den Stormblood, Coast Tales' little BBs and Sundance's BBs, which they barely look like. This is Wave Kit. A couple people suggested Wave Kit as name, at least 3 people did, and I kind of like that. So this is Wave Kit. Then if I look over here, this is Web Kit, who I actually did have a poll to see. Oh, they're a little out of frame. It's fine. I did have a poll to see what name I should give this kit. All the names, like, there were a lot of name suggestions, and I mean a lot. So I picked 4 of my favorites and put them into a poll. Just, by the way, if your name was not picked, the one that you suggested, that doesn't mean I didn't like it or that it's a bad name. It's just like I mostly went for names that were commonly suggested, but then there were a few that were like, ooh, only one person suggested this, but it's such a good name, and I ended up just picking one of those, which ended up actually being the one that everyone agreed with, WebKit. And the reason WebKit was one of the name suggestions is because those white markings are kind of like the pattern on a spider's web, you know? And another thing is that webs happen to be made from a spider's silk. And it's another way of honoring Silk Paw, which I think Sundance would be very appreciative of. So we have Wave Kit and Web Kit. And currently they're just kind of hanging out in the nursery with Mama. Kind of on opposite ends of the nursery, but you know, it's fine. They can just do their thing. It's been a little glitchy since I loaded it as well, so hopefully things are gonna be okay. But yeah, right now I'm gonna be letting Coast Tail just kind of hang out with her babies. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Did you see the way he just kind of grows up on his hind legs? Oh my goodness. Look at you, little one. But yeah, both of them rolled in my kit generator. If the kits are male, remove any torty markings. And as you saw, they were born with a whole like bunch of orange, but their base coat on both was gray. So all the orange had to go away. I was a little generous and like allowed them to like change some markings from orange to the same blue-gray that Coast Tail has, which is a little more obvious on, where are you? Webpaw? Or WebKit? Why am I saying Webpaw? WebKit. You have the, your tabby stripes are the same tabby stripes that Sundance has, except instead of red, they're gray. The face markings on both were also Sundance's face markings, except I made them gray. And they also have Sundance's freckles, which you can kind of see here. Except that on WebKit in particular, those freckles showed up red, and because I turned them purple so that they still kind of have a reddish look, but they're not super out of place. So hopefully, I think the kits turned out very adorable. Also, there were some stripes on WebKit's legs that were originally like brown, and I just turned them to the same blue as your tail. I think these kits turned out adorable, personally. And I'm super happy. What are your personalities, by the way? I actually have not like looked beyond the fact that they're male. You are non-destructive and proud. WebKit is. And WaveKit is quiet and clueless. Oh my goodness. WaveKit, you kind of have my heart with that personality, quiet and clueless. And then you're probably gonna take after Sundance a little bit. But I kind of love these two. By the way, don't mind the fact that over here, they're in the opposite order of how they were born. For some reason, Kitten 2 said was above Kitten 1. I don't know why the game does that sometimes. Usually it's the order of their age. Like, the portraits here. Wolfstar is the oldest cat, while the kits, of course, are at the bottom, but Sandwich is the youngest of the warriors. So the kits should be in the order of when they were born, with the oldest being at the top and the youngest being at the bottom. But for some reason, I guess it's because they're the same age, the game doesn't really care who was born first. They both have 15 days till they age up. So we'll see how they go. They're just adorable, honestly. Who wants to interact with the kids? You want to sniff web kit? Oh, you're asleep. You want to playfully chase... Okay. You're curious about the entire family. You're very curious about Sundance. You actually tried to greet the kids as soon as they were born. You want to come and sniff Coast's tail. We're gonna ignore that. Socialize with Frostheart. Okay, you're very interested in Frostheart. I'm gonna remove the sniff. We can always do that again. But you do want to interact a lot with Frostheart. I'm gonna be trying to encourage that because a lot of people have said that they are interested in the idea of Pinecone and Frostheart becoming mates. You are asleep, but you do want to sniff the kits. Well, you want to sniff Wave Kit, and then you're more interested in Thornstripe. That could be something. Sundance has no interest in the kits. Interesting. And you're also about to go to sleep, so... But then again, you're proud, and proud cats will not autonomously socialize with younger pets. It's very rare that they will ever get a desire to interact with younger pets. So, you may, like... You might want to, but you may be kind of, like, more hands-off as a parent. And, like... Not necessarily, like... You want to have strong kids, but you don't really want to be, like, super involved in raising them, maybe? I don't know. See, do you have no desires, but you're also asleep. You, naturally, wants to take care of your kits. It says you want to groom Wave Kit, which you're in the middle of doing right now, so... Bristlebollt. You want to playfully pounce at Sunstripe, and you want to sniff Sundance. Thornstripe is curious about the new kits. I'll let you come and sniff. The walls are cool, but they get in the way a little bit sometimes. I'm gonna let you come, and I guess you can't because you're asleep, and you're also asleep. Everybody's sleeping. The kits were born when everybody's asleep. You're more interested in Wave Kits. Some of the cats clearly have favorite kits. And I need these two to become friends. They were just born. They need to become friends as soon as you're done being groomed by Mama. I'm gonna have these two interact a little bit and develop a friendship. Oh my gosh, the way you just kind of like rise up on your hind legs. Let me out of the bushes. Okay, I want to see you do that again, please. Oh my goodness. Can you open your eyes, Coast Tail? Why are your eyes closed? Hello? Are your eyes still closed? Oh my gosh. I guess she's just like so content. Like, have you ever seen cats who are like so content they're practically falling asleep while they're also like grooming themselves or like cuddling with you and then just kind of sleepily open their eyes? Axel does that a lot. Okay, there's your eyes. And you got that wish fulfilled. And your eyes are closed again. How wonderful. Let's see, you also want to interact a little bit with your other baby, so we're gonna cancel the play with for a moment. I wanted to keep you in the nursery for a little while, but... Sniff. Socialize. Groom. Nuzzle. Take care of your baby, and oh! Wave Kid is on the run! Where are you off to? I'm gonna be tracking them down. Oh, you're gonna go eat. Okay. Yeah, you go eat. And now we have kits, we have to make sure we're catching actual prey more than we're catching bugs. Because there's a glitch in this game for some reason that does not let kits eat bugs, or they break. if you cancel an interaction, like, kits just can't eat bugs. The breaking thing will happen regardless of like, adults or, like, kits. But, if somebody were to try and start eating this and they get interrupted before they can eat it, the bug, for some reason, you can't select it, and it will just act as though it's broken. I think there's technically a way to fix it. I'm not entirely sure, but I think a way to fix it is to put all the prey in the cat's inventory and then reset the cat, and then the prey should be usable again. But I've only ever done this like if I'm like switching lots, so I don't really plan on switching lots very much here. Everybody's just asleep. So I'm just gonna let the kids kinda... Oh my goodness. You're being nuzzled. I need to come down and get the nuzzle. It's getting a little darker, but that's fine. Oh my goodness. Oh, that is a happy kidder. Oh my goodness, a little lick! Oh my goodness, and now you're off to go and eat. Yep, okay, go eat turtle. For some reason there's a lot of turtles and I don't know why. Before their death, Asterflow caught a ton of turtles, so... Actually, that reminds me, I still haven't removed Asterflow from my generator. I see their name right now, and I'm like, I need to remove it, and I feel terrible. But, like... The game spoke. Okay, you're just watching a bug now. Once you're done eating, I'm gonna have you play with your sibling. First, actually, I'm gonna have you play Pounce on Mama. And Webkit, you're off to go and scratch? Okay. Okay, the kids are actually playing now. Oh my goodness, and... They're running off! Wait, I need to get a screenshot of both of them! Like, I have some of them with their mama, but I want some screenshots of just the kits. Like, mama can be in the background, but at the same time, it's like... There's not a lot of great there's not a lot of great angles when they're this young. But we can have Mama kind of in the background. Always want options for thumbnails. I love them. Oh my gosh. You guys go play. I want you guys to actually become friends, because right now, kind of barely know each other, despite being born in the same litter. I'm gonna set it so you guys actually chat with each other. And alright. In the meantime, let's go ahead and randomize events. Wait, no, that's not events, that's kits. If I go to events. Wolfstar expresses doubts they've been having the coast tail. Ooh, is Wolfstar awake? No, not quite yet, but how's your energy? It's pretty high. We can go ahead and wake you up and have you come and chat with Coast Tail for a little bit. What kind of doubts are you having? Maybe it's the fact that so many cats have died pretty recently? It could be like we lost the only apprentice we had in the clan, then we lost Asterflow, and now... like, we're starting to feel a little bit more anxious. That could be it? You do want to come and investigate the new kits as well, so I'll let you do that in a moment. But yeah, you chat with Coast Tail. They're doing the little like, okay, I need to find a good spot where we can talk. How do I get there? Okay, the sniff is gone. Are you kind of like trapped somehow? Find a good angle to talk. Okay, you're gonna talk through the bushes. That's fine. You can clip through the bushes if you want. I'm gonna let you sniff and extra socialize just so you kind of have like a more in-depth conversation. And it does kind of make sense that like you would be talking to Coastail about this because like she is in some way related to you. You're both Den Stormblood. They're not littermates, they're not siblings, but they could be like second cousins or actual cousins or something, and it's just not in their family tree. Regardless, they're both Den Stormblood, so like they do track that. Family trees could get kind of interesting because it's a matter of cats won't mate within their own den or the den of their parents, but other dens are kind of fair game as long as it's within like the correct rank. Like Coastail and Sundance, that's fine because they're within like one rank of each other. As long as the dens are within like 3 ranks of each other, it's fair game. The lower ranking dens can also mate with cats outside of the dens or denless cats. So we'll see how this goes. Well, Sandwich, what do you want to do, little one? Okay, you can't playfully chase Asterflow. You are curious about the kits. Where are the kits right now, actually? Oh, hello? This is outside the territory. Hello? You're just barely born. What are you doing outside the territory? Hello? Okay, well, how about you... Okay, you're off to go and scratch. Web kit, wave kit. What are you going to do? You're off to go and sleep. Okay, they're going back to the territory on their own. Are you able to squeeze through this somehow? Ah, not quite. They have to run all the way around because... Why do the cats like to run behind the territory so much? It's so, kind of weird, in my opinion, but okay. Bristlebolts, what are they doing? Practicing hunting? Why don't you do some real hunting? We could do some actual food. Yeah. I'm gonna set anybody who's currently just watching bugs to actually go and hunt. So we can replenish our fresh kill pile. Coastail is the exception. She's taking care of a pair of kits. She's actually not... She's actually using... Around the same time I got those modded toys, the kind of like weird toad, and there's like fish scattered around, and birds somewhere that Wolfstar carried off earlier. Don't know where he put it. But I also found these litter box custom content that literally just looks like a pile of hay. And I decided to put it kind of like in the back of the territory, so it's kind of like the dirt place. It's close enough to the actual camp, but it's also a little outside so that they don't have to like be living within like the smell of it, and it will start to stink after a while. So the cats will sometimes come and use these, especially neat cats. Don't know if piggy cats will use it, but... yeah. Hold on. Who is this? Needlewhip from Wild Clan, hello? Needlewhip is also a Patreon cat. Where are you? I lost sight. There you are. Okay. Anyone around who can see you? You are currently within the territory on the opposite end. Coastail is currently probably the only one who will be able to catch Needlewhip when Needlewhip comes through. You want to be best friends with your babies. Okay, you're about to sniff around. You'll probably catch this scent over here. I don't know how we're gonna feel about this. I need to add the intruder generator from Clans of the Island to my current generator. But, need a whip. Need a whip. Let me pull up my Clans of the Island generator so I can have what we do with the intruder. The cat leaves without much fuss. Okay, that's fine. So we'll kind of sniff and talk to Needlewhip, I think. And then Needlewhip will leave. Kind of letting Needlewhip off with a warning. And I will set, like, the automatic go home. Your fur is so dark against, like, the dark foliage here. It's so hard to see. It's my own fault for that as well. Ooh, look how foggy it is. If Wolfstar caught that turtle out there, why don't you actually... Okay, you're off to go and eat a bug. You know what? That's fine. You can eat the bug. Alright. Now Needlewhip. We're gonna go ahead. Wrong thing. Basic. Go home. You're leaving without much fuss. And you should go back into the actual camp to... Where are your babies? Oh, you went to sleep right in the nursery. Good little kid. Good kid. Let me go ahead and mark that as a good... as your favorite sleeping spot. That doesn't guarantee they're gonna sleep there, but makes it more likely. I want you to return over here. Wolfstar, where are you off to? You're sniffing around. Why don't you come out and also stalk for prey a bit? And I'll let the night go by. Oh goodness. I sent Sandwich to come and chat with Sundance, and they just kind of like intersected and started socializing like that. Apparently it worked. But... Huh. Ooh, I hovered over Sundance to like send him to do some hunting, and immediately like he wants to sniff Needlewhip. He's probably a little on edge at the fact that Wild Clan's been around again. Let's see, you want to get a pet toy crate. There is one that is actually safe to get, but it's super laggy going into buy mode. I'm not even going to bother making that a wish. You want to sniff Shelldapple though. Makes sense to me, honestly. I'm going to remove Wolfstar and replace that with Shelldapple because, like, you're probably curious about the, like, really impressed by the fact that she killed a wolf, honestly. Like, someone else even suggested, like, maybe, like, he's going to, like, start, like, being a little bit more invested in Shelldapple after she literally killed a wolf when he was defeated very easily by it. I mean, hey, that's how it goes. That's how it goes, you know? Is someone hunting that, or is that just out and about? I think that's just out. Wolfstar also seems to really... A lot of the cats seem to like sleeping in this tree right here. I'm not sure why. It's this one particular tree. Everybody loves this tree. No, I'm not going to begrudge them for having a favorite tree. Is that the bird? No, it's the rock. I'm also starting to think, since multiple people have said that they kind of like the ship between Frostheart and Pinecone, I might, and in addition to my normal generator, I might actually use my die to determine if they decide to become mates, because it's in my generator as a possibility that those two in particular become mates. And it's actually, there's a couple different variations on it. But it's also, there's enough events that might be a fairly low chance. Is it snowing? Huh. But it's a fairly low enough chance that I might go ahead and also, like, use my die to determine, like, how likely it is. And I think I'm going to roll at the beginning of each day, like, whether or not they decide to, like, make it official. She's part of Den Foxblood, which is one of the noble dens, and Frostheart is not part of one of the dens. That being said, Frostheart, Den Foxblood is low enough that's fine if they take a mate outside of the dens. I said within 3 ranks, right? It's like, when I say 3 ranks, it's their own, the one above or below, and the one beyond that. Which I guess is technically within 2 ranks of their own. Then Foxblood is one of the lower, but not the lowest, so it's okay if they take a mate outside of the dens. I'm gonna go ahead and, like, roll a die to see if, like, today, like, maybe they might decide to talk things out, make whatever their relationship is official. Where are you heading? You're off to go and scratch? How about you hunt? You can scratch just fine, but we're getting some snow. We need food before things get a little too rough out there, you know? So while you're off doing that, and you're being pounced on, you're about to try and sleep, apparently. You're literally in bed, or you're napping. I'm gonna go ahead and roll a die, see if they make things official. I'm gonna make the starting DC 16, and every day it's gonna be lowered by 1. So today, if they hit 16 or higher, that's a 10. My Vaxildan die. This is the Vaxildan die, right? Yeah, it's the double daggers. Okay, yeah. It does not want them to become mates quite yet. That's all right. Maybe eventually. I am acknowledging that that is a possibility. I have noticed Thornstripe really likes to sleep on these ledges, too. Like, this is kind of what I was hoping for, was that cats would just autonomously start using them even if I can't select them. The cats can find and use them on their own. That's great. I love that. And you're just kind of running around. Where are you? It says run around, but I don't think you're actually moving. Ah, there you go. Why don't you also help hunt a little bit? Aww. Oh, sorry, just caught, like, kind of hanging out with a little wave kit for a moment. Not so much now, apparently, but for a moment, you're just a little curious about the kits. Where's the other kits? Yours just gonna go ahead and clean your claws. I said kits, I meant Kit and Mom. Coastail is off to go, and somebody just vomited around here. Great. I have a guess. Yep. Where is it? It's gonna start stinking eventually if I don't find it. I swear, if it's underneath... Ah, there it is. It's also like this really pretty thin layer of snow over everything. Like... Sometimes I just like to get like a nice little scenery shot of the territory. Cause it is a gorgeous place, in all honesty. Like, this is supposed to be the doom and gloom area. We do have the one giant two-leg building there. That's the town hall. I can't get rid of it because we need it. I get a little lower down here. Got a little view of the fairy statue right through there. I love how, like, these are orange leaves, but they're covered in snow, so they look almost pink here. Just very gorgeous. Just look at this place. There's, for some reason, I just love getting these kinds of, like, shots. The fountain stopped because it is currently leaf bare and... Not leaf bare, but it is snowing. Sandwich is apparently sleeping at the edge of the fountain. That's fine. Okay, let's make sure your kids don't wander too far out of camp. Let's go, instead of, where is this baby? There. Okay, instead of your baby coming over there to nuzzle you, why don't you come over here to give your baby some attention? Where's Wave Kids? You are watching a bug, that's fine. Who is curious about the kids? Okay, you have high energy. Why don't you come... I'll let you come and meet the kids. You don't really have the interest, but, you know, could be nice. You can meet the BBs. Give it a little sniff. Another little socialize. You still have no interest, but you're also asleep. You... Everybody's interested in the intruder. You want to play with the practice hunting on a cat and a mouse toy? Fun fact, these count. For some reason, these count. So I can go ahead and have you practice hunting on this. And it'll fulfill that need. Also, you have enough lifetime... let's go ahead and do super smart pet for you, Frostheart. You also, I'm gonna give you alpha pet. You, I'm giving alpha pet as well. Or maybe I'm gonna give you super smart pet to kind of counter with Sundance's alpha pet. And then the others are not quite there yet. Just gotta develop their desires and wishes and all that. You want to catch a fish. I mean, there's places for that. Okay, you want to stalk for prey now. I'm gonna have you... Wait, right now, you also want to... You want to playfully chase Wolfstar. Where is Wolfstar off to? You're sniffing around. How about, instead of that, you get playfully chased by... Of course I'm gonna do, like, a little chat first. And then we playfully chase. Oh, the kids are off to go and use the little... Okay, you know, it's fine if they wander out sometimes, because they do need to fulfill those needs. And this is all the way out here. It's interesting because the bigger ones get covered by snow while the smaller ones don't. Not sure what exactly the logic is there, but... You know. And are these cleanable quite yet? They are. So I'm gonna go ahead, teleport you here to clean these. Got this one, not quite yet. Mom is here to make sure her kids are doing okay with the litter boxes, okay. Or the dirt place. And also use it herself. Family that poops together stays together, I guess. I don't know. And she actually can't throw that out, so I have to delete it manually. She'll complain and be like, ah. Alright, let's go ahead and roll for another event. Don't know why this is the one that popped up. I think it's because I had to add the parents. It sometimes just randomizes on its own, but Solar Star has lost a life due to unknown reasons. Ooh. So that's more like something that I gotta do on my end. Solar Star has lost a life, so I'm just gonna zoom out here so I can pull up my generator. Oh, the fountain's on again. Huh. But I'm just gonna go into the not the generator, into the allegiances and mark that Solar Star. You lost a life before, hang on. You're down to 7 lives. Huh. That's a little concerning. Solar Star, what are you doing that's making you lose your lives so quickly? You found the bird? Where's the bird? I bet it's like buried in here somewhere. Wolfstar, where did you put that bird? I knew it was like somewhere hidden around here. You've got it. Okay, you're holding it. And you decide you couldn't play with it because there's not enough room here, huh? I'm gonna move this back to the nursery. This was like originally around the nursery. That's why there's a frog around here. These are here for the kids to play with. There was also a fish here before, but it got moved. At least I know where the fish is. See, little Wave Kid is going off to hang out with Skunk Stripe for a little bit. It's getting a little lighter out. Oh my goodness. I adore these little kits. Sandwich is up on the fountain, which is going again, I guess, because it's not snowing anymore. I also have rolled for what the kits want out of life. And it's interesting because they're very similar in what their desires are, but just different enough that it could be interpreted differently. Like, Wave Kit, who we have right here, wants to visit all of the other clans. What they enjoy, we're gonna wait until they're warrior to reveal, because it's not really something that applies to kits and apprentices. But they fear insects, bugs, spiders, and other creepy crawlies, which is ironic, because your sibling is named Webkit. And Webkit wants to create a peaceful world for all the clans, and enjoys getting to see new sights, and hates mud and filth and getting dirty. So I get the feeling like you could probably fall in pretty easily as a mediator or a healer. That's just kind of the vibe I get. Why do you guys gotta be where I can't see you? Someone needs to get that cardinal, by the way. I know you're stalking for prey. Why don't you catch that cardinal? Please. Oh my goodness. Are you about to pounce on Mama? Oh my goodness. You know your name could have been Blizzard Kit? It would have been fitting. And a friend of mine suggested Flash Kit because of the flash of white on the muzzle. Oh my goodness, look at you! I just kind of adore all of this. This is all just the most adorable stuff happening here. Oh, hello? Excuse me, what? What? That? So there's apparently a litter of... I don't know if there's a single bear in the world, by the way. Apparently, one of the wolves is mates with the bear. And just had 4 pups. They're apparently bear hybrids. If this wasn't like a magic-based world, I'd be a little more like, that doesn't happen. But this is a world where things are getting a little weird. The animals are starting to adapt. Oh my gosh, look at that puppy. Wild, terrifying wolf. Attacking wolf, terrifying wolf. Battle-scarred wolf. So, they're technically wolves, but they look a little bit more like bears. We'll see what happens when they get older. They look a little funky to me. Do we have other wolves in the world? We do. I think we need to counter this by generating more actual wolves. But at the same time, wolf hybrids, when they get a little older... Wolf-bear hybrids, what is that gonna do? By the way, this is like the biggest size I could get this. It's technically a dog, but like... It is what it is, I guess. And the whole, like, their names were actually ones that I input into the, Their names are ones that I input into a sheet. Not a sheet, an XML file that, like, gives different names. Don't know why yours is wild terrifying, but... I guess when you grow up, I'll give you battle scars. Who knows? But the idea was that, like, dogs would generate with these names. And likewise, in the other clans, if they have kits, those kits will probably end up with names such as the, my brain is trying to think of stuff. Names that are, like, more in line with nature and stuff. I don't know how perfectly it's gonna work. I think there's a chance they'll just end up with the same names as actual cats that I've already created. Guys, where's your fur? You just look shiny and hairless. Thornstripe, where's your fur? There we go. Speaking of dogs, I'm gonna check on my dogs, or my sister's dogs, because they are whining. Give me a moment. Okay, Sundance. I just saw that yellow. Alright. It's because you're hungry. Well, let me go ahead and pull up my randomizer. I'm on the wrong page. Okay. Over here to yellow portrait. Healthy. Okay. That's fine. Just take care of your needs, sir. You're not going to sniff the spirit, and we're not getting a pet toy crate because it's a little glitchy. You want to hiss at Sandwich? I mean, to be fair, you don't like Sandwich much. Apparently you don't. You like Sandwich less than Ivy Leaf. Wasn't that like more of a dislike before? Oh well. All that said, I do think it is time to roll for a new event. Frostblood decides to help Skunkstripe for the day. Okay, I do think that they're friends, so it makes sense to me. We're probably going to go to another lot, is my thought. Okay, first let me go ahead and drop off all the stuff. Or at least the snakes. Bug I'm okay not putting out because this happens. I mentioned this before, the bugs get broken so easily. We're not going to be putting out bugs as often anymore. Unless we can guarantee the adults are going to eat them before the kids can. Hello? But either way, where is Skunkstripe? You're goofing around with Sandwich. Well, Frostblood wants to come and hang out with you, so you're gonna need to put that on hold. The good news about, like, when the healer interacts with someone, they automatically collect whatever items they have, or at least I have to say that that's what happens. And you have quite a bit, so we're gonna get rid of the chip bag. We're gonna transfer the maple leaves, snake skins, and the plasma bug. And then I think after all this, we are going to go to... How about the Echo Clan Garden Border? With Skunk Stripe. That'll be after you have your little conversation that you're having. Bristlebolts is having fun, just kind of chilling on the fountain. Everybody get your fur on, please. Get your fur on, please, Skunk Stripe. There we go. It starts happening more if I've been playing the game for a while. The snow's starting to melt, but, you know, it's fine. So, off you two go? Yes, off you two go. Oh, and I wanted to get a screenshot of these kids playing together. Oh well, it's fine. And the thing is, I don't think we're gonna try and get into any fights because Frostblood, or did I call you Frostblood again? Frostheart is the mediator, and Skunk Stripe is the healer, so I think that these two aren't really that likely to try and cause any issues, or they're gonna try and like talk their way out more likely than anything else. You can see some two legs running around in the background, it's fine. Okay, are there plants here that are actually harvestable? There are, okay. That's red berry beans though. Is there? Yes, okay. There's actual plants here that are harvestable, so we're gonna work together to try and gather anything that we can. So, get rid of that. And let's have you guys stalk for prey a bit and see what we can gather. You may also notice that there's some kind of weird plants around here because this is very close to the Echo Clan border. Like, you can like just see like the mushrooms and the spiky. They're like really close. So we are going to be trying to... We're mostly just trying to make sure that we can actually use whatever herbs we find around here. This place also used to be like a two-leg garden. There used to be like a little house like right around there. But clearly it's all in disrepair. The garden is super overgrown with like dead plants and all sorts of random plants and stuff that don't quite belong. You caught a cockroach, which we can get rid of. And you caught a pillbug, which we can get rid of, so we're gonna prioritize the pillbug. And... oh wow, that's a lot. That's a lot more than I thought we were gonna get. Okay. So let me go ahead, get rid of the cockroach. Okay, I had a moment where I could not remember what happened, because I was, my sister and I left to go and eat dinner with our dad and brother, and I came back and could not remember for the life of me what happened. Now I do. Let's see. You guys both get 3 items because I traded an item for that. I'm gonna hold on to the rest of the wolfsbane for a moment. I'm gonna try and get a variety of items. Let's see, this should be fine. You get all the Maui bean? I'm gonna keep an eye out for any other stuff. It's also like 10 p.m. now, so... this episode might be a little shorter than the others, because I'm probably not going to record as long. Probably go till the end of this in-game day. And then we'll see what happens. Okay, you're going for a cardinal. Oh, Excuse me. And you're going for a rat. Okay. Well, first, are you gonna get that cardinal? And then we can trade it for something. Chip bag. Okay, we're gonna get rid of the chip bag. I wonder, should I count that as a failure? Like, should chip bags actually count as failure? Like, I've kind of been ignoring it and just kind of exchanging, but should that mean that I discard an item that was picked? In which case, I don't mind getting rid of the red toadstools or the red berry bean. But I kind of feel like it should mean that, well, I'm gonna wait until the end. I think I'm going to start registering empty chip bags specifically as that's a failure, we need to get rid of it. And get rid of something, like, or at least we're not going to pick something for that. Because cats will always grab something when they hunt. Okay, you can be quiet. You know, I can pull stuff from your inventory when you're not on the lot. Let's go ahead and send you back here. Into the basement you go. I feel like I need to put you another floor deep because I keep hearing you when you're 2 floors deep. I don't want to be hearing you in the nursery, please. It's a little... And Pinecone is currently in the nursery. One of the reasons that someone said, like, maybe Sundance wants to have kids with someone is because they saw him in the nursery. Maybe it's the case with Pinecone, is maybe she's thinking about having kids with someone, and I don't know. I already did the roll for today, but we'll see. Maybe she's helping look after the kids, except I don't know where the kids are. Where are they? You are over here, grooming yourself. And you are sleeping in what will be the Elder's Den. Let's move you back over. I don't remember which of these beds was yours. But I'm going to... Let's actually have you sleep in this. What did you catch? You didn't catch anything. Skunk Stripe caught a rat. Cool. We're gonna get rid of the rat. And you will get the Kona beans. I think I technically don't have to have them hunt a ton, because I don't think there's enough items, especially when something is going to be failed to be gathered. Surprised that no other cats... No! Nuh-uh, no. Okay, we know what, we have to cancel. I don't care if you're about to catch something, you guys have to run. You guys aren't fighters. You're gonna run. Technically I have autonomous fighting turned off, so I'm going to go ahead and randomize, like, if we say attack, that means the wolf attacks us. But all I have is fox encounter. I don't have wolf encounter, which I need to have, and then bear encounter after that, because that's a whole other story. Run, yeah, run. Alright, guys. Screw it. Actually, I need to deposit... Where am I? I need to deposit everything back here, because we're not getting it. All these items that I picked... We're not getting these. Red toadstool is like around here. I'll just put it there. Alright. You two need to run. I'm gonna have you run over here. How about? Go here with Frostheart. Run. Frostheart? Okay, yeah, you're running. And the wolf isn't even gonna stay. The wolf is walking right past. Oh no, it is turning and it's probably gonna stay there. But yeah, we have to run for it. We are not gonna be anywhere near that wolf. We know that there are cats capable of killing wolves. These guys are not warriors. They're a healer and mediator. That is not what they do. Maybe we could continue doing some herb hunting over here. Oh, my driver looks like it's ready to update, apparently. Okay, it's mature but dormant, mature but dormant. Maybe we can't gather herbs, actually. Everything says it's mature but dormant. So... I don't think there's anything here we can actually gather. Well, maybe... Okay, that looks ready, actually. Gonna teleport you here. And we're gonna try and harvest again, and I'm gonna send you back underground. Alright, let's try stalking for prey. Both of you stalk for prey at least once. And if there's more than just that mushroom over there, which I don't think there is, then we'll stick around and do more, but I think it's just the mushroom. So we're not gonna have a pretty big haul. Yeah, it was just the mushroom. Which you may be able to get if one of you catches something. Okay, Skunk Stripe caught the water beetle, so that means I think you're the one who's gonna grab the mushroom. I'm sorry, Frostheart. I know you wanted to help. You caught a snakeskin, though. That is useful. That's actually pretty useful for us. I'm gonna have you guys chat for a little bit. No, don't sleep. Please don't sleep. Come here. Sniff and talk. You want to playfully pants at Sundance, and you want to catch a fish, apparently? Oh no, Frostheart, do not sleep. You need to wake up. Sniff, socialize, socialize. Both of you, wake up. You got stuff to talk about. I keep hearing vomit sounds. It's not here. Is there a way to prevent that? Because it gets a little annoying having to like go searching for where all the cats have vomited. So what direction are we looking in anyway? Okay, town is there, which means home is right about there, actually. Right? Am I wrong? Pretty sure that's home. What is that? Freak out or scratch? I think that's home. It's just kind of hard to... Yep, there's the walls. Unless... Oh, yeah, that's home. I knew it. Oh no, you did not. Did the wolf follow us? Oh my gosh. The wolf followed us. Okay, we are just gonna go home. We're just gonna run home. Looks like a bunch of cats are sleeping. That's fine. Sure, whatever. I'm gonna say go home. Go home. And just run. That wolf is terrifying me. I'm pretty sure it's the same wolf too, because there were only... After the one that died, there's only 2 wolves left. So... Well, now there's a bunch of wolf-bear hybrids. I'm allowing it too. Because we're just saying it's part of how this world is adapting. Yep, see, we're so close to home, but that means the wolf is so close too. I feel like because you guys talked, we can just go ahead and transfer everything into your inventory. Oh, there's something I can delete. Excuse me. I don't know what to think of this image right here. Like, just, I know they're like technically like still moving around and stuff. Just that for that one moment, you just look so suspicious, Skunk Stripe. What's your deal? What's wrong? Why you look so suspicious, sweetie? I guess you're a little on edge because of the wolf. Is there someone awake we can talk to? No. 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 The Wolf Slayer. You know what? Sure, let's go talk to the Wolf Slayer and give a little warning about the wolf. And there's the other pile of vomit that I heard. We are going to give a warning. I don't know if she, like, embraces the title Wolf Slayer, but that's what she is now. Oh, a web kit! Frostheart, why don't you go ahead and give a little warning to Sandwich? Or Sandwich? I need to get used to not calling you Sandwich anymore. Oh, but you were playing with Sandwich for a little bit. And lights are out. Why are the lights out suddenly? Wolfstar's on the highest branch of this tree. I can't even, like, click on him. You good up there? Yeah? We'll keep an eye out for that wolf, I guess. Noble Wing of Echo Clan is in the territory. Nobody's around here to see, but this is our side of the territory. Like, you can see the border here. What's Noble Wing up to, anyway? Oh, you are hunting on our territory. Or at least staring at a nuthatch. Sure. Yeah. Noblewing, why are you here? Noblewing, by the way, is a member of Den Moonblood, which is the highest ranked of the Noble Dens. And, is the one den that cannot decrease in status under any circumstances. Like, even the ones that are clan exclusive can, like, have their rank lowered. I still need to figure out, like, all the, like, little ins and outs of how that works. I think technically, like, I'm gonna start from just, like, a base of 0, like, because we're just starting off. I think technically we can get, like, some points because Coast Tail had some kits, had a litter of kits. I think having kits can give you, like, a couple of points towards being able to increase. It doesn't automatically increase by having kits, but, like, it could be something. Although because WebKit is sickly, that could also remove a point. I don't know. It could be. It's gonna be a little, like, complicated, I guess. I'm gonna have to figure stuff out. Maybe Cat's becoming deputy or leader or healer will have some effect. Again, like, we're going to be kind of starting from scratch. So even though there are cats who are deputies or leaders and such, we're not going to be dealing with that quite yet in terms of Noble Dens. Where are you going? I am very curious. You know, someone suggested that maybe Echo Clan was behind the wolf showing up before. The fact that Noble Wing is here when I thought for a second that you were about to interact with okay. I forgot I'm not controlling you, I'm just looking at you. The fact NobleWing is here immediately after we saw a wolf is a little suspicious to me. Okay, you are hunting on our territory. I don't know if you're going for the nuthatch or if you're going for something else. I still hear that nuthatch. But you're definitely hunting on our turf. If we send a patrol out here, we're definitely going to catch scent of NobleWing. What lot is this, by the way? The Bubbling Earth. Got it. If we send a patrol to Bubbling Earth, again, we're going to catch scent of NobleWing and the fact that, like, there's been some prey blood spilt, and we're gonna know. Echo Clan's been hunting on our territory, suspiciously in close proximity to when we see wolves, or close timing. I don't know. It's interesting. It's kind of funny because the person who suggested that, like, at first I was like, I mean, I guess that's a possibility that Echo Clan could be behind it. But I don't know. It seems a little far-fetched for Thunderflutter, the healer, to be behind it. NobleWing, though, on the other hand, I could open up my allegiances document and, like, I'm pretty sure NobleWing is a little bit more of a, oh. Come on, will this load? Where's NobleWing? I want to take what I feel is rightfully mine. I enjoy being the center of attention. I fear never accomplishing my goals. NobleWing, what is going on? NobleWing, I could see this being a thing for NobleWing. More than Thunderflutter, because Thunderflutter is a healer. Thunderflutter is, I want to have a quiet, orderly life. I enjoy working with plants and watching Northern Lights. I don't like when people are getting themselves into danger or being stupid by being careless or thoughtless. So I don't think it was a Thunderflutter thing, but it could be, like, NobleWing is a little bit more suspicious in that regard. It looks like the kids are sleeping in the apprentice's den tonight. That's not as weird as the Elder's Den, because it's, like, right across from the nursery. It's not as far-fetched for them to be sleeping here. There we go. I was wondering, why are the lights not turning on? And the wolf is broken, apparently. Just stuck on our territory. Good excuse for me to go ahead and reset it. Thanks, game, for letting me know that I have to reset the wolf. The wolf decided to leave our territory. And Onyx Fire from Wild Clan is headed for our camp, apparently. Why? Are we gonna go, like, around? Oh, you're veering around. Oh boy, okay. Well, since we're not out here, we can't really... You're not gonna cross through our main territory. I don't think it's worth getting into a fight over. But I do have to wonder what you're doing out here. Like, where are you going, and what are you doing? I wonder. I'd like to know your guys' thoughts, if you have any. It could, like, it's genuinely just, like, the game, like, likes to send, like, the animals all to go in different places. Ooh, you're going to turn yellow if you don't wake up and eat soon. Sundance. Seriously, okay. Let me go ahead and pull open the randomizer. Right now it's on allegiances. Go to yellow. Healthy. You know, your energy is almost full. Wake up and get some food. Go eat. I have some bugs laid out. Go eat a bug. It's gonna be super filling for you, I promise. You know, Wave Kit's over here, as well as Coast Tail. I think once you're done eating, maybe you should talk with Coast Tail, and then you need to meet your kits. Because you have not been because apparently you're friends with Wave Kit, but I don't think you actually know Wave Kit. You have not met your babies. talk to Kosei a little bit. Trying to learn about how things have been going. You do want to sniff Wave Kit. Okay, once you're done, I'm gonna have you sniff Wave Kit and get to know. And then you're gonna play Chase. Because you're gonna get some fighting skill, and the baby, if they weren't a baby, could get some fighting skill too. Like, start them young, train them young, you know? And while our little family gathering is taking place, I'm going to also roll for an event. So, let's go, events. Okay, there's no placeholder. That's an apprentice, so we don't have an apprentice. Smolder Step and Broken Light have been meeting in secret. Okay, okay. Little bit of a forbidden romance going on there? Interesting, interesting, okay. Now you're hanging out with your little baby. Still more curious about Wolfstar. You just wanted to sniff your baby. But I'm having you chat and you're gonna chase your baby just to get that kind of like... I don't know if it actually has an effect on the training when kids get older, but I theorize that it actually does. Like, there are some people who worry that like, oh, kids usually inherit their parents' skills, and that can be true, but I wonder if they don't automatically inherit their parents' skills, do they gain, like, you can't, it could be a matter of they don't see skill, but they're passively gaining a little bit because we're training them in it, even if we can't actually see it. I wonder if that's the case. I would love to like kind of play around and like see if that's what's happening. Because I'm pretty sure in Clans of the Island, none of the kits in the Beetlewing Sandwhisker litter had the same skills. Oh, Skunk Stripe. Okay. You know what? Wake up, start taking care of yourself. You get advantage on whatever I roll, and my game is a little frozen. It's fine. Just... yeah, go ahead, wake up. Gonna pull up my randomizer once again. And yellow portrait. Okay, it could be stressed, or if I randomize again, because you have advantage, healthy. Healers get advantage on health checks. It ain't perfect, but something. There's a chance there's a chance that she could have gotten a moderate illness instead, but she rolled healthy, so she's safe. Now let me go ahead and put all this in here for safekeeping. Oh, don't try and nuzzle. You know that's not gonna work. You do want to playfully pounce at Sundance. So why don't you just kind of chat a little bit with Sundance and then you can playfully pounce. Yeah. You also want to nuzzle Bristlebolt. We can do that at some point. Where are they? They are off to go and sniff Pinecone. Default, I just hear like howling and stuff in the background at all times. It's very off-putting. Well, now it's stopped. There we go. That sounded a little bit more like a coyote, but... and then that's like a dog barking. But it's just the constant like baying and howling and hello? Noble Wing, is that you again? It is, and that's even deeper into our territory than before. What are you doing here? Nobling is very deep into our territory, and I am all kinds of suspicious about you. It's probably nothing, it could be nothing, but it doesn't change the fact that I am suspicious of Noblewing right now. Maybe I'm just on edge, because we've kind of had a rough go of it recently. Oh my gosh, the fog. Oh, hello. Oh, we have a fog and an aurora. That is actually really cool. So I actually have a mod that changes how auroras work, technically. Where is it coming from? Because there's a specific point. Okay, I saw that. I think it also kind of makes a certain thing a little trickier to pinpoint. Because now, because of the lighting mod I use, it actually disables the chances of auroras if there would be a chance. I'm sure it's like around here that it's coming from, isn't it? It's gotta be. No, it can't be. Could it be? It is. Is it? It is. All the horses are here, including a unicorn. The mod that I'm using, that kind of gives the chance of auroras back, only enables auroras if there's a unicorn in the world. It replaces the little light that appears above them with an aurora. So now we can be like anywhere in the world and we'll see an aurora. And it's really cool, honestly. But still, what the heck is up with Noblewing, and where did Noblewing go? I'm just gonna be very on edge and suspicious now. And I can't see the map. Thank you very much, Unicorn. You're headed back, I think. I think. You're kind of going at a weird angle to get back. Speaking of, is that Echo Clan right there as well? I can see the cat. I think it's Echo Clan. Thunder Flutter. What's going on with you two, huh? Anyways, for now, it is just about midnight in this game. And I'm gonna go ahead and roll one last time on my die. See, before I had the DC be 15, I think now it makes it 14, for whether or not we're gonna go ahead and, as a last minute thing, have Pinecone and Frostheart. Are you floating? Go here. Okay, yeah, you've decided to descend. Okay. I'm gonna see if Frostheart and Thunderflutter decide that they would like to become mates. And I'm gonna go ahead and roll my Magnus Archives die. It has to be 14 or higher. That's a 4. No. But I think I'm gonna leave this episode off here, because it is getting to be pretty late at night for me. And I'm going to wrap this up so I can actually edit it, because I'm a little behind on my recordings. I'm trying not to record Fate in Your Paws until the previous episode comes out. Like, I'll do some of the time skip, but actual events I'm not going to have happen as much. I'm trying not to add them until, like, I see what what people are saying, like, oh, in regards to the episode you just posted, here's some ideas. So I'm gonna try and get this uploaded soon, and then I can start catching up on my other stuff. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Stay safe out there, everybody.